I think your swing is
It's okay.
is going to be just fine. We just got to figure out this path.
Mm-hmm.
Caught you a little late there. So this is your first swing. See, that's not even. This is us pushing it to the right away. So that club did not come outside. See, it's still on an inward path, isn't it? I'm presuming we're working on that because I had the head cover down there, but ball went pretty straight. I told you before that your golf swing's better than your handicap. You know, I'm just saying athletically, you know, physically. Now you just got to keep gaining, increase your knowledge base about things, about my swing, what causes what. Doesn't mean, I love that posture.
That's a lot better than last year.
Much better. Let's see, I got some video. Excuse me.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
look at
difference.
those legs.
Yeah, so they were dead straight before because that's, you know, that's what we fixed. So give you a good grade there, Pearl. That's looks real good. So, you know, the old put the line on the club thing. How soon do those hands come straight down in your back pocket? When that does that, the shaft kind of bends down a little bit, right? In the perfect world. So if it stays a little, see how it's starting to bend? But we want that to be,
Even farther.
see, that's on plane. That's inside out. Right there.
Well, my mental image is that I've got
I'm hitting it to the right.
Got to hit to the right.
Yeah. So now if your club face is pointing left though, it ain't gonna go right. So when you feel like, oh my God, I can't believe that ball didn't go to the right, part of it could be because of that grip.
The
Is
face is closed.
slightly closed to the path, and it's making it go left. The face has the most control over where the ball's going. The path is one thing. The face controls it 80%. Don't forget that. Okay. I hesitate to say that to somebody who's working so hard on their path, but so that's pretty good there. I mean, that's great feedback right away. So here's us doing our little exercises. Now this is the divot drill.
Which I couldn't even get to go to the right.
But in your
But
world
they were
of
going straight.
dead straight.
Yeah.
That's the key. So the key then is always going to be, what's the first move from here? Is the club moving, or is it? I'm looking, see, those hands are right, coming right into your side, aren't they? So that's an on-plane swing. You're trying your damnedest to make a divot go to the right. So, you know, we know what it's going to take. That's inside out, Michael. These are really good for you to see. Build some confidence. The key is what kind of conversation are you having with yourself at the top of the swing? That ball going to the right? Only one way that can happen. Club's got to come from the inside. Alright, I want to get some front views here. Okay, so our other topic, one thing I do remember is you're turning, see that left knee's turning in? You're doing that good hip turn. Remember when the legs were just staying spread? You were turning? So this looks good.
Granted, my toe is off. Over here, it's a little bit off. It's not even off the ground. Well, a little bit off.
I don't
the
care
ground.
about
You
that.
don't care about that? No. Okay.
I think you need to do that to make that hip move.
Now, is there a little sway there?
Yeah.
But that doesn't really matter, right? I mean,
Well, it can have a, if you get your head too far ahead of that ball,
mhm.
that's one of the reasons why you, but in the priority list of things, so in the perfect world, that head's going to be here at impact. Perfect world. But we got to pick our poison, right?
I'm going ahead of the ball there.
Yeah.
Okay. I gotta stay.
And then you stand up just a little bit. So you're a little different with your impact position there than your setup. Perfect world, we like to see those more the same.
Same.
But again, we got to pick our poison here.
Okay.
How many things can we can't
Well,
be,
yeah,
we
don't wanna
can't
work
be
on
all
everything.
things.
No, we can't work
right?
on everything at the same time.
What's going to get your, if you think about the shots that are causing you the most problem, early feedback with your driver says it was your driver. Well, I think we got some, certainly we're hitting it on the toe. Nothing wrong with that position right there.
It isn't bad, yeah. Got a little
Now,
bit
if
of
the
risk
ball,
on it.
one of the reasons that driver's going to go to the right, though, is because if you get ahead of it too much with that head, the club can't square up.
So stay farther back with it. Trying
Yeah.
to stay back.
So if you don't have that fixed point to help square up your face, that's where it can go. Okay.
So stay back. Stay back with it.
Well,
Try-
that's a swing thought, but
Yeah.
again, how many things?
One thing at a time.
How many
One thing at a
things?
time, Yep.
If you've seen the ball go right a lot, you might, I would include it as a segment in your practices, absolutely. And I think it's in our notes from previous, but again, we got to pick your priorities here a little bit. I love that finish. You're just one of these little guys that does intuitively generates as much doggone speed with his club as he can, not necessarily intentionally, but to get the ball out there, get speed.
I don't feel as though I'm using enough of my lower body.
I could disagree. I think you got all kinds of leg movement there. I think it needs to be balanced better with that head position at the top. I'll show you a little instance of what I'm talking about here. You look at these guys with the driver. I might even encourage you to get a little bit more behind the ball with your head to begin with.
Okay.
See where his head is relative to the ball. Just keep spine back. See his shoulders are going up. But watch his head at impact. A lot of times it's back. They're back and down. See? So they stay back on it, but all this is still going forward. That's why they're good. And a lot of us can't, our bodies can't do that just because of our fitness level, our age, our flexibility. So that's why I say let's pick our poison here. So you're a little bit forward and a little bit up.
Yep.
But you're going to get away with that a little bit more. You can almost see the toe hit there. So by standing up, that's one of the reasons why you hit it in the toe. Because the club's coming close to you when you're tall.
So I guess
And
if I
impact.
find that the balls are actually coming to the right and actually going to the left, then I'm hitting more in the center because I'm not coming up.
Correct. Or we've decided that the compensation of addressing it on the heel is sufficient.
Right.
I am what I am.
Yep.
There's no crime in me putting it on the damn heel.
Oh, it don't care at all.
Nope.
If it goes straight, I don't care what I have to
Right.
do to
So
get it to
we
go
definitely
straight.
got better impacts there. So yeah, again, if we're gonna kind of keep hearing me say, let's pick the priority things that are gonna make the difference for us to get better. And we don't have to be everything. So this is the first time that I said, okay, now I'll really put it on the heel. And I said, okay, really put it on the heel. Oh, okay, now it's on the heel. Kind of hard to look at when you're playing, but
That's okay. If somebody says something to me, I'll just say, if it goes straight, I don't care what it happens.
the reason, because you stand up, that shaft's going to come a little bit closer to you, a little more vertical, because you stand up. So we're just putting it on the heel, make up for it. No biggie. So you're a little taller, pulling away just a little bit. So now you're coming back to a solid impact. You can see it's going to be right in the middle.
So would you say, as far as trying to correct that, keep a conscious, I mean, just try to consciously keep that head straight and still?
No, I'd say don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it, okay.
I want you to know about it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind you kind of doing some practice sessions with it, but you know, we don't. Yeah, you stand up a little straighter at impact. You're taller at impact. Your shaft's coming up a little bit. Blah blah blah. But I like your footwork there. Your hips are turning. There's some good things going on here. You know, go back to our goals. What do we want to be? We want to knock our handicap down a couple shots.
Yep. 2 to 4. 2 to 4. That's, and already, I mean, I've golfed better this year than I have.
Everything we're talking about, if you look at everything that's perfect and compare it to tour caliber players, oh yeah, we could nitpick all we want. But to find 2 to 4 shots,
Right.
we got a pretty simple plan. It's not easy to execute, but it's not full of complications.